What's up, I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time I'm opening the Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee movie Core Class Shockwave. This is definitely a small version of Shockwave. They should have done a bigger one. I'm hoping that at some point they do a bigger one, but for right now, we've got this, and I thought, hey, he's kind of cool. And I will also say that if they want to do more core class size version of some Studio Series figures, if they run out of ideas, I would not mind them doing, you know, the Optimus, the Megatron, the whatnot, you know, from the other movies. I think maybe that might be something to look into. But for right now, Bumblebee movie is kind of a big deal, even though the movie came out years ago. They're doing a whole bunch of Studio Series figures based on that, and so yeah, I definitely had to get the Shockwave. I love the the Bumblebee movie cast, which I was trying to say that. This is not a review, by the way, this is just an opening. I want to make that clear because some people seem to think that a opening and review is the same thing. No, because this is my first initial reaction to the figure itself. I haven't really taken the time to really look into things, so I can't really say, hey, this is cool and this is bad, without really, you know, getting used to it. Anyways, yeah, I don't like the open packaging, but I do like the shape of the packaging because it's very, you know, in the same style as the other core class figures, but it comes in this box form that's similar to some of the other Studio Series. Which, by the way, these are not numbered. They're just random core class figures, which I don't mind. And by the way, great artwork on the side there. I love Shockwave, and you know, just in general, so... You know, getting another movie, Shockwave is not going to have any arguments with me, even though I totally missed out on the Dark the Moon Cyberverse Shockwave, and even the Prime Shockwave. So the alt mode is actually kind of new to me, even though it's inspired by that. Man, I just realized this Shockwave is a mix of other Commander class Shockwaves. But there's the instructions. I will look into it because this is a new figure for me, and I'm not entirely too sure what's going on. White paper! Okay, so there's the Shockwave. I believe that is a different artwork compared to the Ravage. I could be entirely wrong about that. Oh, no, it's not, because I know it's the same turret and guy on the side there. But, yeah, they're all probably going to be very similar to one another. I'm not entirely too sure. I haven't really looked into them. These are the only two from the new wave that I've managed to get. In fact, these are the only two I've managed to find in general. So, taking off the little twist ties... They do try to secure it pretty well for something that's in an open packaging, but there's the Shockwave. The hips are a little loose, but otherwise a lot of the other joints seem to be fine and tight. There's a rotational joint right here and down here, so that's very nice. I imagine that's mostly for the transformation, but the fact that you get both of those is still very nice. One of the mushroom joints seems to click into place. That's just how it's molded. Let's see, the head will be able to rotate. Very nice. I do like the head sculpt. It's very wide. I'm not sure how I feel about how big the eye is, but besides that, it does look pretty good. He's very chunky boy. Let's see, you also get an additional hip joint. That's not really meant for articulation, but still. The knee doesn't bend that far, which I think is kind of lame. It only goes to about there. But you do have the foot joint, so that's very nice. You don't really need them to have too many action poses, but it would be nice to get something because, I mean, it's Shockwave. I'd like to pose the little guy. Especially considering how much articulation the arms have, it's kind of disappointing that the legs only go that far. Okay, so, tried to move down the camera, but it was a little too tight. So, the gun has a little peg that will be able to flip out. Come on, there we go. It's a little tight, but... you can plug that over the hand, and there you go. You can plug that on either hand. So if you want that Dark of the Moon wrong version, you can do that. Or you can have the G1 right version of the gun arm. So that's pretty cool. Hey, you could be canon to the Dark of the Moon or not be canon to the Dark of the Moon. You can have your pick. Anyways, yeah, it just slaps over the hand, so you could definitely see the hand underneath it, but it's not too bad from the front, and, you know, it's a big cannon, so that's pretty cool. I think the coloring is nice. I kind of like how this blue, you know, there's obviously a difference, but it's kind of just slightly different compared to the other purples in this. And it seems like all the purple on this toy, I could be entirely wrong, you know, correct me if I am wrong, but it almost looks like all the purple on this is painted, so it's very consistent. I'm not sure if that's correct, because I think this is molded purple, actually, so... or maybe it's all molded purple. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that. It all looks similar, okay? So I'll just say that. But he's a nice looking Shockwave if you want for your miniature dioramas. I think he does play out pretty well. I think the problem is not the fact that, oh, we get a core class Shockwave compared to everything else, because it's very possible that we could get the full-size Shockwave. I think that's gonna happen. I think the problem is there's no other core class Bumblebee movie character, so he just kind of stands out as like, oh, why does this exist? There's nothing to go and scale with him. But I will say he does look pretty good with Ravage. I do like that. That scale there actually doesn't look too bad. So anyways, transformation, let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna pop off the gun because we kind of have to, and then swing out the arms like that, and then the hips will do this very wide stance thing. We're going to go squat Shockwave. Let's see, bring these down, and they will go as far down as that, like so. And then the chest will open up, and apparently his ult mode is very much like the Bumblebee movie toy. Or not the Bumblebee movie, this is the Bumblebee movie toy. The Transformers Prime design. Alright, so we have this, and I'm not sure what we're supposed to do with the chest, because it looks like it folds up. Okay, yeah, it does. It just didn't show that until later. Okay, so this will come out like so, and swing around, and I imagine that you are supposed to peg the sides here, like so. And then this will just tap underneath there like that. Alright, so we got pretty much that done. All this will fold forward like that. It's a pretty interesting transformation for something that's kind of weird. Actually, I kind of like this transformation so far. We're gonna bring the arms back like so. And then fold up the hands, and are the hands supposed to rotate? It doesn't really show that the hands rotate. It just kind of shows the arms like that, but the treads are right there, so that doesn't make sense. It feels like they missed a step in the instructions. Let's see, the back of the packaging. Yeah, the back of the packaging shows... Okay, so the instructions show the arms like that, and then it even shows just to leave it like that. What you're supposed to do is rotate it like so, and then snap it into place. So it's just a very weird part of the transformation that they completely skipped out on. There's a tab right there that, okay, it does line up to the shoulders. I was wondering if these just kind of go all over the place. Let me try and move that. And then the head will be able to rotate, and you can see that there is a peg inside there that this is supposed to line up. Now, this is kind of probably going to be a little tricky. Nope, it's not. Okay, so there we go, and that's Shockwave in his tank mode. One thing I really do like is the fact that because he uses the tank head, or the robot head, it's got articulation going side to side and up and down, so that's very nice. Yeah, the head's right there, but I kind of like the fact that his head's just poking out of the back. It's got a nice yellow light to it, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, I'm into this tank mode. I didn't think I would be, but I'm into it. No wheels at the bottom, but that's fine. It's a small little thing. It would only obscure the robot mode anyway, so I'm not too bothered by it. But I do like this Shockwave a lot. I think he's pretty cool. So yeah, with that out of the way, I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And I will see you guys next time.